Beyond Suspicion is a 1993 film directed by William A. Graham. This is written by Karen Clark, based on the book by Susan Crane Bakos, and we have a cast including Markie Post as Joyce and Corbin Bernsen as Stan. We also have Kelsey Grammer, and it's because of Grammer that I became aware of this. I thought it sounded relatively interesting. Also, the film's also called Appointment for a Killing, just as an FYI. And I thought, let's give it a go. Let's see what it's like. And honestly, I found it to be very tame, very dull. It tries hard to be dramatic and suspenseful, but it just didn't work. It's about a wife who suspects that her husband is a murderer. And it's about this investigation, and I'll say no more. It sounded like it could have been really thrilling. It definitely sounded like it could have been quite a compelling, suspenseful story. And that's not to say there aren't some moments of suspense. There are a few here and there. But in general, I just found it to be very, very tame, not interesting at all. And the characters... Joyce I quite liked. I have to say, I did like Joyce. But the rest of them I just found to be really boring. Not so much that I disliked them, but I just didn't get a lot of joy out of any of their journeys. So the narrative wasn't great, and the characters aren't particularly interesting. There's nothing else wrong with it. The technical aspects are fine. The performances are fine. I just found it to be very dull. It had potential. A couple of scenes here and there lived up to that potential, but for the most part, I don't think it worked very well. Beyond Suspicion, or Appointment for a Killing, is an okay story in the sense that everything flows well, it makes sense, nothing seemed unrealistic within the context of the narrative. It's just, for the most part, rather boring. So, not exciting, a few okay scenes. Joyce I did like as a character, and I guess a tiny part of me was keen to find out what would happen to her character, but beyond that, I wasn't very interested. I didn't think Beyond Suspicion was particularly good.